One of the more fun debates right now in the NBA is who would be the first pick in a redo of the 2021 draft. There are probably 5 legitimate options to select from, and they include Cade Cunningham, who was the top pick that year, Evan Mobley, Scottie Barnes, Franz Wagner, and Alperen Şengün. Maybe there's some support out there for either Jalen Green or Josh Giddey, but I don't think either of them are quite at the level of those aforementioned 5. All of them have been somewhere between solid to great to start this season, with Barnes off to arguably the best start among them. Through 7 games, he's averaging 22.6 points, 9.9 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.1 blocks, and 1.1 steals. He's showing why Toronto was reportedly unwilling to include him in any trade discussions over the summer. Let's get into some of the data, which comes from a mix of Second Spectrum, NBA.com/stats, and Basketball Reference. The most glaring improvement appears to be the outside shooting, which was, without question, his biggest weakness in his first 2 seasons. He's shooting 42.1% from downtown. Most amazing, though, is that 33% of his shot attempts have come from three-point range. Last year, only 22% of his shots came from beyond the arc. He's even taking relocation threes, something he almost never did in either of his first 2 seasons. The confidence he's displaying is off the charts. Just 31% of his three-point attempts have been heavily contested, which is very low. Of the 69 players who have taken at least 33s, that's the 9th lowest mark. He's been absolute money from the three-point wings, making 8 out of 16 so far from this region. He was one of the worst pull-up three-point shooters last season at 21.4%. So far, with 10 of these attempts, he's shooting 40%. Of course, that is a small sample size. The other thing he's added to his scoring repertoire is the step back. Last year, he made just 30.9% of his 84 step backs. So far this year, he's made 9 of his 15 attempts. It just looks smoother with less hesitation. Another big thing is just how good he is racing out in transition. He's currently 15 of 21 in transition, which is 71.4%. That's the best mark among the 12 players with at least 20 attempts so far. The Raptors rank number 1 in transition shooting percentage. Last year, they were in the bottom half of the league in this category, even though they took a lot of shots in transition with their ability to disrupt passing lanes and force live ball turnovers. A weakness here for Barnes so far this year, however, is that he's been turning the ball over quite a bit on the move. His turnover percentage in transition is 20.7%, which is the worst mark among those same 12 players. He can be a bit wild when he accelerates. He's already committed 2 charges, but more so, it's his untimely passing that's causing him problems. Of his 23 turnovers, 17 of them have been off a pass. So far, he's covered the 7th most ground in the league with 16.3 miles. Now, with that said, and what's odd about Toronto is that it plays at a much more methodical and deliberate pace in the half court. In fact, they are playing at the slowest pace in the league. And the primary reason for that is that they are extremely patient in the half court. They are tied for 3rd with the Denver Nuggets for most shots taken on average with 4 seconds or less on the shot clock, and tied for 3rd with the Memphis Grizzlies for most shots taken on average with anywhere between 4 and 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Barnes in particular has already taken 11 shots with 4 seconds or less on the shot clock and has made 6 of them, while he's taken 15 shots with between 4 and 7 seconds left and has made 8 of them. Those are extremely impressive marks. We know that he's a very good defensive player as well. He's had some impressive blocks. I also notice he's among the league leaders in contesting three-point shots. He uses his length well to get out to the arc to challenge shots. All in all, there are still some major questions about the fit in Toronto. While Barnes is off to a great start, the same can't be said for Pascal Siakam, who's shooting just 41% from the field. The Raptors as a team are 27th in scoring. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.